Again, this is the one thing I'll stick to. The Leafs have 6 NHL lines. I saw some Marlies, a little bit of Marlies action yesterday. Kenny Agostino is frigging unreal. He hasn't even touched the lineup yet.
Yeah.
So you look at the wings. You have a lot of strength there. I love Cappy, but that might be the move.
Well, you know what Elliot Friedman said?
What did he say? Because I missed this. I didn't have the sound.
After the game, I like when Elliot Friedman spitballs because it's actually like it's
Based
coming
on
from a place of, he talks to general managers all the time, right?
It's coming from a place of, I kind of know what's going on.
Yeah. So he thinks Kapanen, because he's not a fit, he just can't be on his off wing.
You can't put him in the top 6.
Yeah, because he's a right winger.
Not on this team.
It doesn't work.
Not on this team.
No.
On another team, sure.
Maybe.
Yeah, 100% you could. It's just that this team is too good at those positions. Like think about what happens when Marner comes back.
Yeah. Love him on the third line. Love him on the penalty kill. You can't put him on the top 6.
No, you can't.
You just can't do it.
If they were to trade him, Elliot Friedman suggested that it would open up a spot for them to trade Tyson Barrie as well.
Whoa, okay. So are we just going to nakedly say the St. Louis Blues here? Like, is that the move now?
Well, I don't know. Elliot Friedman suggested Adam Larson for Kasperi Kapanen.
Straight up?
I don't believe it was straight up. He was just spitballing. He's like, I wonder if there's a fit there with some sort of deal worked out. Because he's, cap control.
I mean, imagine Kapanen.
It's because of the emergence of Justin Hall and the fact that Trevor Moore and Pierre Engvall and all these guys have emerged as good players.
Right.
Kapanen's cap makes sense. And if you bring in a guy like Larson, it's a comparable cap, for instance. He was just spitballing again.
Sure.
But a right-handed shot guy who probably could play the role he's supposed to play, which is probably, like, you pair him with Muzzin. That's a pretty mean second line of defense.
It's not bad. You
or
imagine,
third line,
though,
whatever you want to put him.
Imagine Draisaitl, McDavid, Kapanen.
Oh, terrifying. Oh, my God. The speed would be amazing.
Yeah,
Zach Kassian would be so pissed.
Oh, I know. No, so that's, you keep him there. But then even like, who was their second line center last night? I can't remember because they have Nuge on the wings now.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember. But, you have, all of a sudden you have either Nuge in the middle with Kapanen or you have your 2 wingers are Nuge, Kapanen. Maybe that gives you an extra winger so that you can finally do what I've been saying to do, which is have McDavid, Draisaitl, Nuge.
Can't do that.
I don't know. There's something there.
But I don't want to pay Adam Larson $4.1666 million next year because it's a 2-year deal.
It's this year and next?
Yeah.
Here's the thing. He's good. He's very good. The problem is who he was traded for and who he's been playing for. Adam Larson is a good defenseman in the right setting. Is
he a $4 million defenseman?
Yeah. For sure, he's a $4 million defenseman. I think so.
I think there's something there to the idea that he might get traded because Chiarelli couldn't. Chiarelli was handcuffed to the idea that, well, I traded Taylor Hall for this guy. Ken Holland doesn't have to answer for that trade.
No, he doesn't.
So all he's got to do is do the best he can possibly do for the Oilers. And if that's the best he can get, yeah, maybe. I could see that working.
Okay, but are you moving Barrie as well?
Not for Cap. So that was the interesting part.
I'm not sure how that makes sense.
Yes. So what he said was, you trade Kapanen for the defenseman maybe that you're looking for, whatever package that is.
Separate deals.
Yeah, and then Barrie goes to somebody for a backup goalie. You call Arizona, who I think Chalmerson's out for the year, and then you say
Ranta?
I mean, they're probably gearing up for a playoff run. They want both goalies, but they probably could use some offense on their defense, right?
Ranta makes far too much money. I thought he was still on that like $1.5 million.
No, he's making
contract.
a lot of money.
He makes over $4 million. He makes like what Larson's making.
Or you find someone. You find some goalie that you.
Well, and then the rumor was Taylor Hall is supposedly going to Arizona, and I'm like, that conversation can't happen without a goalie coming back.
Well, and people are like, there's no way that Arizona trades one of their 2 goalies, and it's like, well, they might have to. That's what New Jersey needs.
Here's a thought. If you're New Jersey, no, you don't. If you trade Taylor Hall, you're committing to tanking. Yeah. Don't get a goalie.
Then you better trade PK.
Yep, you better trade PK, but do not trade for a goalie. You're trying to go for the first overall pick here.
Right.
And you're going up against Detroit. Oh, it's a heavyweight battle of the ages. The New Jersey Devils, Detroit Red Wings. Neither team can stop a goddamn beach ball. It's, man, it's a really strong top 5 this year, too.
So
Detroit, who's won 2 in a row.
2 in a row. And thank you, Detroit. They beat the Habs.
Yes.
So the Leafs don't have their first round pick this year, but maybe they have Kasperi Kapanen. Maybe that's what happens. Although in the playoffs, man, I'm just telling you, depth is really, really important.
Yeah, but they have guys, but like Kapanen's kind of a dick, and like
So is Trevor Moore.
Yeah, that's true. But like I've been suggesting like trading a guy like Kerfoot because it could make some sense, and then I think about like playoff hockey, and I'm like, no, I think I'd actually really like him.
I like Kerfoot.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
People are hard on they're hard on him, and they're like, well, he doesn't have all the positive underlying stats. Well, he had his face reconstructed. Number one, and number two, you know that on every team, there's gonna be somebody who has some negative numbers. It's not
and he was taking too many
humanly
penalties.
possible to have everybody.
I soured on him a bit when
Under Babs, yeah.
But when they moved him to the wing, and I was worried. I was worried that it was more permanent, but I think it was just his face.
He looks good as a third line center.
Yeah, he does.
I feel
Especially between those two.
Yeah, I
That
feel
was
like
a
that's his
great game.
role, and he plays it well.
Yeah.
And Engvall's not coming out of the lineup.
No.
Sorry, Jesse. He's not
It's
coming out of the damn
ridiculous, but
lineup.
whatever.
Mikheyev looks like a new player now.
Yeah,
I feel
he
like
sure
they got him back.
Wow, doesn't he?
He didn't score a goal for 22 games, that guy. Wow. Yeah.
Man.
It's an interesting little team, man.
It is.
And then you look at the defense, and it's literally just a bunch of tires.
Well, then that's what you do. is
Smoldering.
Because Justin Hall's been great.
Yep. Found money.
So then,
I didn't have him making the team.
I mean,
remember we were jacked for, hey, Dave Haxtell has a relationship with Jordan Schmaltz, and that could work out.
pain. But here's the thing: if you're looking at the team and saying like, look, Tyson Barrie could really benefit somebody, because I mean, do we still, regardless of the injury last night, do you think he's fitting in?
Not really. He had the 3-3, and that was super cool. But like, the Leafs should have been devastated without him. There's just too many shifts where I don't see it. We need to get Riley a freaking partner. We need to get him a partner.
What did you think in him and Dermott?
Well, Sheldon Keefe didn't like it too much.
No.
I think it's fine, but I'm not certain Dermott's ready for that. I know it would take the sun and the moon to get it to happen. I won't let go of my dream of Alex Pietrangelo. But you imagine Riley Pietrangelo?
That's nice.
But why would St. Louis, who just won a cup and who are poised to potentially challenge for another one, trade their captain?
Because they have, I don't know why they would trade him in particular, but they got Colton Parayko locked up. They just acquired and locked up Justin Falk.
Which was weird. I didn't get that one.
Yeah, some weird reason. Unless you want far and away the most expensive right side in hockey, because I mean, if Barrie was going to get 8 times 8, what the hell is Pietrangelo getting?
Right.
So do you trade him?
I don't think the Blues can afford him. They can't afford to extend him
Why wouldn't you keep him as an own rental then?
and go for another cup.
Yeah.
It's a great idea. They could definitely do it.
Tell me why it would help them. I don't understand.
Or you get a really good winger in Kapanen. You get a decent right-handed guy who is maybe going to leave at the end of the year in Barrie. But like at least you get something,
Pietrangelo.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not saying those two and that's
Man,
it.
if Dubas, if that's what he does, he better extend Pietrangelo. And
Yes.
is Pietrangelo a guy you want to extend? He's like, what, 29, 30?
Well, he's not a guy. He's a guy you want to extend. He's not a guy you want to extend for 8 years
Which is what he's going to get.
Yeah.
because he's Alex freaking Pietrangelo. Yeah, it's really interesting.
Parayko
But listen to
would be
us.
the-
We're trading the whole damn team. They looked great last night.
Parayko would be the guy I'd want. And not because
course.
his ceiling's not as high, but he's got the contract.
Does he have a
I don't
goal?
think he's available.